Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, your Blaze, and I am blazing hot. Maybe not so much, but at least, we didn't win the league, so I'm not blazing all that much. But yeah, we had a good season. Truth be told, we had a good season. A season that we all should be proud of. Yes, we did fall short. I can name games that actually cost us the league. Aston Villa at the Emirates. I mean, we gave those guys 6 points. Come on, guys. But that won't happen next season, I'm sure. We gave Fulham, with a man down with red card. They came back to equalize, and then we drew that game at home. So, but we learn every day, right? And each season, Arteta seems to get better. So I expect him to go a step further next season and win the league. So yeah, kudos to you guys. I've been meaning to do the player ratings for the entire season, but at the time to go about it, but I'm here now, so let's just quickly do it. I'm going to rate each player for the season they've had. I'm going to rate our signings last summer. I'm going to name the top 3 best signings we had, and then you tell me if you agree with me. Yes, and then hopefully I'm going to also quite slightly touch on the possible signings that I think we should have, that we should sign, that can, help propel us to the very top. So yeah, let's just run through the player ratings for the season. I'm going to start with Ramsdale. He's our number 1, right? But unfortunately, he's been displaced by David Raya, who had a stellar season. Yes, he started shaky, but he grew into the game and he grew into the team, and I mean, he's got the Golden Gloves to show for it, right? So, Aaron Ramsdale, well, last season, or the season before, he did try, but he lacked focus, and it cost us games, at some point. And then I'm sure that was why David Raya was brought in. So, Ramsdale didn't really get much game to, prove himself, right? Or at least, put up a fight. So I'm just going to give Aaron Ramsdale a basic 5, an average 5, because he didn't really play much. Then I'm going to rate David Raya, who won the Golden Glove for us. Yeah, he started shakily, but it came true. I'm going to rate him an 8 for the entire season. Yeah, 8. Then I'm going to move to our right back, Ben White. White had a stellar season, right? I mean, quite consistent, actually. He had a good season. I'd give it to him. For me, the best right back in the league this season. So I'm going to give Ben White an 8 as well. Yes, an 8. Moving into our central defense. Now, we saw growth and improvements from Gabriel Magalhaes. But, he still has this shaky thing about him. This lack of focus for just a minute or two. But thankfully, he didn't really haunt us as much. So he improved drastically. I'm just going to give it to him. He improved a lot. I'm going to give Gabriel Magalhaes for the season 8.5. Yes. Then moving to Saliba, his partner in crime, or in good crime anyways. Saliba, I mean, what do we say about him? World-class defender, our best defender. I'd give Saliba a 9. Moving to left back, right? Zinchenko was also, pushed to the bench, and yeah, he had injuries, but I mean, we didn't get the best from him, and he also even came out to apologize to the fans and promised to do better next season. So Zinchenko, with all of his brilliance on the ball, cost us so much. So I'm just going to give Zinchenko a 6 for the season. 6. I mean, I don't think that guy should play left back for us anymore. Honestly, I don't think he should. He should be slotted back into the midfield. He's a midfielder. He's not a left back. This whole inverting stuff, it has to stop. Hopefully, our boy is back. Timber is back. Let's see what happens on that front. So, we had Kiwo also play the left back, and I mean, Bayern, yes, it cost us. He was piss poor against Bayern, but he did turn up. He improved. He got better as the season went on. So I'm going to give Kiwo a 7 for the season. Yeah, he tried, because there was a time that we were scoring 5, 6, 7, 0 or 5, 6, 7 goals, and I mean, we were keeping clean sheet and it was brilliant, right? So I'm just going to give him a 7 for the season he had. Then Tomiyasu as well. Tomiyasu is just an amazing player. I just really hope he can stay fit. Well, he's looking like a Thomas Partey kind of player. He's not looking reliable to me. So I just hope he can stay fit. But whenever he's fit, he gives us a lot. Tomiyasu was also very good this season whenever he was available. And he was able to also take the place of Kiwo when he got back from injury. I'm going to give Tomiyasu a 7.5 for the season he had. Yes, 7.5. Yeah, he did well. Then moving into midfield, Declan Rice, one of our signings of the season, if you ask me, is a powerhouse. I'm going to give Declan Rice a 9. Yeah, for me, signing of the season, powerhouse, amazing player, never tired. I think I can use a hand to count the number of poor games he had the entire season. He was that good and that consistent. So a 9 for Declan Rice. Odegaard for me as well, one of our man of the season, right? Amazing player. I mean, his pressing is just out of the world. I mean, he's never tired. You see Odegaard pressing it to something minutes and you're wondering, where's he getting this energy from? Amazing player. I'm going to give him a 9. Captain, fantastic. A 9. Then moving to our left midfield. Well, we had so many people playing there, right? We had Kai Havertz at some point. We had what's his name? Odegaard. Trossard. So many people playing there, but at the end of the day, Partey came in and then our midfield actually looked decent. So I'd rate Thomas Partey next. Thomas Partey, I mean, I'm sorry, but with all of his amazing skills, he's not reliable. He's not the kind of player that we should rely on next season. I'm sorry. I think we need to look for someone who can give us what Partey can give us on a consistent level and then also on a form level. The person has to be fit, reliable, and just there when we need him. Thomas Partey is never there when we need him, and it's one of the reasons why we didn't win the league, because I mean the man was almost out injured the entire season. No fault of his, unfortunately. So I don't think it's fair to use that to judge him. But whenever he was on, whenever he was available, he was just the glue we needed in that midfield. So I'm going to give Thomas Partey a 7 for the entire season. A 7. Yeah. Then moving into our midfield as well, Jorginho, Mr. Reliable, he's been given another 1-year extension. So 1-year extension for Jorginho. I mean, he's always there for us when we need him, and he's hardly had a bad game since he signed from Chelsea. So I'm going to give Jorginho an 8, because whenever we need him, he's always there and he gives his all. So Jorginho for me, 8. Then Emile Smith-Rowe, injured and didn't really get much game time. I'm going to give him a basic 7. Yeah, 7. Then Vieira as well, injured almost the entire season, didn't really play much, but I think he's a player we should keep. He's really, really good. He just needs time to just, get a chance to fight. He's got the talent, and then he needs to bulk up a bit. I'm just going to give him a 7, because he didn't really play much this season. Whenever he did play, he tried. Then moving into attack, our left wing, we've had several people play that left wing. Trossard has been amazing. For one of our best signings in a very long while. Trossard for me gets a solid 8.5 for the season. 8.5 for the season. Amazing player. Moving into attack, Kai Havertz displaced Gabriel Jesus, rightly so, because he gives us a lot playing that attack, playing that first 9. For me, also one of our signings of the season, I'm going to give Kai Havertz a 9, because the guy, truth be told, right, the guy is not a striker, but he's played that role so good. He's had the best season. He's had his best season for the last 5 or 6 years since he left Bayer Leverkusen. So kudos to him. I mean, new team, new season, upon all the criticism and side talks and everything, he was able to pull through, believe in himself, and then give us the best this season. It was amazing. Yeah, he missed a whole lot of chances, but he's not a striker, so he's actually learning on the job. He can be our next Thierry Henry, if you ask me, because he's got it in him. So I'd give him a 9. Gabriel Jesus, his knee injury and what have you, being unable to stay fit. But Gabriel is so talented. Is the only thing he lacks as a player is the prolificacy we need from him to actually score these goals when we need it. That's the only thing. He's not prolific. Otherwise, he's perfect. He's just a wonderful football player. Gabriel Jesus, unfortunately, didn't really get as much time as he did the season before. So I'm just going to give him an 8. I'm going to give Gabriel Jesus an 8. Yeah. Eddie Nketiah didn't really get much game time, and even when he did, he didn't really do much. I think it's high time for him to leave. He needs to leave, yes. I'm going to give Nketiah a 6. 6, yeah, for the entire season. Then moving into the right wing, we have Bukayo Saka. Starboy gets 8.5 for me this season. I mean, I think it's a trend now that towards the end of the season it tires out because he doesn't really have anyone to cover for him, right? Doesn't have a backup per se. Yeah, Gabriel Jesus has played there over time, Martinelli as well. Well, I think we really need to get a right winger this summer. It's important to get someone that can push Bukayo Saka. The thing is, he doesn't get complacent and then just relax. He's still a fighter, he wants to be the best, he wants to be up there, and he gives us that. But there are times he's just tired. He's human. So we really need to get someone to cover for him. 8.5. Martinelli, for me, one of his poor seasons. I don't know what was wrong with Marty, but he's going to get there. He's going to find his form again. I'm going to give Martinelli a 7 for the entire season. A 7. Yes. What am I missing out? Mohamed Eneli, I don't think I want to even rate him. Thank God he's gone. He didn't really play much for us. I can just give him a basic 5. I'd give Eneli a basic 5. Am I missing anyone else? Let me see. I don't think I am. Am I? I don't think so. But whoever I'm missing out, I'm sorry. I'll just leave it in the comment section if I miss out anyone. Moving into our coach, Mikel Arteta. For me, he just needs to. He's an amazing player, amazing manager. Sorry, he just needs to, finish the job and then actually go on to do it. And I'm glad he said it in his interview that we're actually going to give it a real go this summer, and I'm looking forward to next season. So I really think he can push us to the very end. He just needs to. The game we lost against Aston Villa, he made a mistake of bringing in Gabriel Jesus and Zinchenko into the lineup, and that destabilized the whole. He needs to know when to just make changes, and they know when to continue with that lineup, and they know the exact time to make changes and the right players to bring on. He's really improved on that front, though. He has really improved. I'm not gonna lie. So, but for me, yeah, I think he can't be the person to give us that invisible 2.0. Pin this down. Mikel Arteta will give us invisible 2.0. Pin it down. So yeah, Mikel Arteta, I expect you to do better next season. You've improved. You've been amazing for us since you joined, and thank you so much, sir. I'm going to give you a 9 for the season. Next season, I know you're going to get a 10 rating from us. 9 this season. The fans, 10. Thank you guys for supporting the boys, and then just believe. And so what do you think? Do you agree with my score sheets? If you don't, leave it in the comment section. I think I'm going to touch on the transfer next time, not today. So guys, see you when I see you. Love you.